Hello, Vibe Tribe. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Welcome back to the middle of the week. It's also self-care day. So I know it's hard to see that with the light and everything, but there is writing on this, I promise. You know what? Let's just start. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's getting through the week well and in good spirits. And if not, take a deep breath, take a step back, just refocus, recenter, and then keep moving forward. So, 12 steps for self-care. I was just sitting back the other day in my chair and wondering, what can I do for Self-Care Wednesday? And then I remembered right above my desk, which is what I'm pointing to, is 12 steps for self-care. I should probably lower it so I see it better. But anyways, number 1, if it feels wrong, don't do it. How many times have we talked about this? If it doesn't feel right and your spidey instincts are saying no, listen to the spidey instincts because it's trying to tell you it's not a good idea. Number 2, say exactly what you mean. Kind of covered this yesterday when I was talking about my mom and how she tried to motivate by saying, well, don't talk to me until you do this, this, or this. And I don't think she meant don't talk to me till then, but good morning, Lori. I think what say exactly what you mean means is don't beat around the bush. Don't be subtle. Just say it. You know, if it's constructive criticism, try to be nice about it, okay? Because sometimes, even though we don't intend to come off in a certain way, we do. My mom used to always tell me when I was growing up that I had a tone. And when I got older and I would talk to people and I would try to express things, I realized I did have a tone. So, yeah, say exactly what you mean, but say it nicely. If it's not something that's super nice, or, you know, if it's just a judgment, don't say it at all. But people don't need to try to figure out your puzzle when you're trying to tell them something. So just say it. Number 3, don't be a people pleaser. Used to be one, still kind of breaking the habit, always trying to make sure everybody else is happy. And I know a lot of people like that, and I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this that are like that. Don't be a people pleaser. If people, you know what, if you have to constantly try to please the same people over and over again, and they're not, you know, really open with their friendship back, then maybe just take a step back and review that relationship. Because, you know, friendships, relationships, family stuff, it's all a balance. It is all a give and take. And if you're constantly giving and they're constantly taking, you may need to reevaluate where they belong in your life. Okay. Number 4, trust your instincts. I feel like this goes with number 1. If it feels wrong, don't do it. But trust your instincts, spidey instincts, you know. I don't think I need to say more on that one. Never speak bad about yourself. Now, we talk about this a lot, and a lot of times they will sit there and say, what this says, this hears, this processes, and that's what this sees. Now, depending on your situation, a lot of times what you think about yourself is what comes out of your mouth. And if it's negative, you know, again, it's like that don't be a people pleaser. You know, take a step back, reevaluate why you feel this way, and see what you can do to bring it to a more positive level. You know, be there for yourself. You know, the one true relationship you are going to have in this life, no matter how many people come in and out of your life or how many people come in and stay in your life, you are your number 1 relationship. And you know, the way you treat you is kind of giving a sign to the world on how you expect to be treated. So treat yourself well, because you deserve to be treated well. You know, again, it's a give and take. Be kind to yourself. If you're kind to yourself, you can exude kindness to others without emptying your vessel all the time, without feeling like you're running on fumes. So be kind to yourself, okay? Number 6, never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. There is no age limit on dreams, okay? I think I need to put this somewhere in my room too, because, sometimes you just fall by the wayside and you think, oh, well, there's always tomorrow. But you know what? There'll always be a million tomorrows until you take the step forward and decide to do it today. So that just came out of my mouth. That was pretty good, huh? Yeah, I liked it too. Number 7, don't be afraid to say no. If it's not something that you really want to do, don't be a people pleaser. Just say, I'm sorry, it's not something I find interesting. Now, if somebody's asking you to do something and it's a bunch of people you like, then, maybe try it out. If it's something you've never done before but you don't think you like, you might actually like it. You never know. It could be fun. So give it a whirl, or just say, you know what? Not really my thing, but I'm going to try it. But if you don't mind, I'm going to drive myself in case I want to leave. So don't be afraid to say no. Don't people please people. Just say, you know what? Maybe next time, leave the door open. Number 8, fun one. Don't be afraid to say yes. This is a big one. And by that, it means, I think we kind of talked about this yesterday. Sometimes we have a tendency to just isolate so much that we can't find our way out. And or sometimes we're shy, maybe we won't know a lot of people there. But you know what? A lot of times our personality comes out and you end up having the best time of your life. So don't be afraid to say yes if it's something you really want to do. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. A lot of times the comfort zone isn't there to keep you safe. It's there because you think it's keeping you safe. So, you know what? Just trust your instincts. If it sounds like something that's fun to do and you really want to do it, say yes. So, number 9, be kind to yourself. This kind of goes with number 5 about not speaking bad to yourself about yourself. Again, you can't serve from an empty vessel, so make sure you take care of yourself. Don't speak badly about yourself. Try not to put yourself in harm's way. Just really love and respect. Love and respect yourself. Give yourself the self-care it needs. Give yourself the self-love you need, the self-respect. Have self-joy, self-happiness. A lot of it's self, and it might sound selfish, but self-care is not selfish. And I'm saying that with a straight face because self-care is not selfish. Self-care is necessary, and it is something that people need to practice for themselves so that, we can be there for other people without feeling like we're being drained, So number 9, be kind to yourself. Number 10, let go of what you can't control. That was a big one for me. Do I not talk about that all the time? Yeah, I have always had a trouble of letting go of control. There were a lot of things in my life that I felt I needed to control because of things I went through. It was like living a double life sometimes. Excuse me. And after a while, you kind of build this wall and you build this center, this command center to control everything, like a control tower. But the problem is sometimes when you have that super control, you start missing out on things. You start vibing at a different level. And, there's certain things that you probably need to control, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a control issue. It could be like, say there's an issue that you have. Don't control it. Give it a short leash, but don't control it. And by short leash, I mean, give yourself some leeway. See what happens. And slowly but surely, you're going to move out of needing to control everything, and you're going to start trusting. You're going to start trusting, number 4, your instincts. So let go of things that you can't control, because if you don't, you're just going to hang on tighter and tighter, and you're going to get choked by the situation. And you don't want to get choked by the situation because it's just going to bring you down and make you feel horrible. So that's experience. Number 11, stay away from drama and negativity. Cut the toxicity out of your life. Cut the negativity out of your life. There are people that have bad days. They are not the toxic and negative ones. The toxic and negative ones are the ones that cannot find the joy in anything. And you try to help them. You try to push them through to try to be more positive. And that's great. Work on them. But that does not mean that you have to soak in their drama and negativity. When it starts getting negative, either change the subject or just tell them straight out, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'd like to see you and visit you and, catch up on whatever we've missed since the last time we had coffee, because we're pals, we're friends, or family. But I cannot do the drama and negativity anymore. You need to find a more positive place. Now, I know it doesn't happen that easily. Sometimes you got to plant the seed and keep watering it. But just stay away from drama and negativity. On a smaller level, if you see something happening, in your life that feels negative or very dramatic, pull back and take care of it. How can I make this situation better? Can I make this situation better? So, number 11 is a bit of a fine line when it comes to staying away from drama and negativity, but you can't change people that don't want to change. And sometimes, no matter how hard you try to help them, you can't change people that don't want to change. So sometimes you have to walk away, and it might hurt and it might sting, but in the long run, you are going to be better for it. And sometimes, not all the time, that little tiny miracle happens where they start getting it and they start wondering why people are removing themselves from that situation. So, and number 12, love. Even if you remove yourself from drama and negativity, it doesn't mean you still don't love somebody. It just means that you can't do it anymore, and you shouldn't have to do it anymore. I have known quite a few people that have had to pull themselves away from very dramatic and negative situations, and it causes tension. It does cause tension, and it's hard to sit on the sidelines and watch these things happen. But all you can do is be there for the person that's pulling away. All you can do is be there and say, you know what? I'm here for you. No matter what, I'm here for you, because I see what's happening. I see you, and I get it. So sometimes all you can do is be a friend and to just show your love. And in general, just show your love. The more self-love you have, the more love you have to give. And I'm learning this. I'm learning, the more self-love I gain, through sometimes meditation when I remember, journaling, and just positive affirmations, I'm starting to see the way I look at things. I'm starting to see the way I react to things, the way I react to people. And it's amazing. It's like seeing I am seeing the transformation. I am seeing a new me kind of just bloom and blossom. A really good example was like the lotus flower that blooms out of the mud, and it just becomes this amazing thing. Now, I'm not saying I'm a lotus flower, and I'm not saying that I'm an amazing thing. What I'm saying is that we all have the potential to just rise above the mud and be amazing people, be amazing humans, that just love and, try to bring people together, try to bring, peace to bad situations. And, I was told not too long ago that sometimes you just, no matter how hard the situation is, you have to go in love. It might feel naive. It might seem naive, but you know what? It's not. A lot of people want to say, well, it takes more than this and it takes more than that, but everything starts with love. If we don't have love for one another and we don't have love for our fellow human beings, then we're in big trouble. And right now we are in big trouble. So no matter what you might disagree with, we need to start learning how to exude more love, not just for ourselves and for the people around us, but just kind of putting it out into, the world. I mean, let's blanket this world in some, flower child flowers and hearts and peace signs and stuff, okay? Because, we're struggling. We are struggling as a human race right now. And again, I'm not positive every day. As you can see by my eyebrows, I am not positive every day. It happens. We are going to have bad days. But instead of judging one another, let's try to love one another and try to see where the other person's coming from before we judge them and start saying, well, you don't know. So, it's hard. It is hard. And there are going to be times when you cannot go in love. And when you can't go in love, walk away. Okay? Don't make it worse. Don't add fuel to the fire. Just walk away. You know, sometimes people have so much anger and anxiety and just sadness inside of them that they will try to start fires on posts or whatever because they need to get it out of themselves. And that's not right. That's not good. I don't agree with that. There are a lot of times I see things where I just have to walk away because I don't agree with it, even no matter how badly I want to say something, because you know what? It's not worth me lowering my vibe just so somebody else can feel better because they're arguing with somebody. So, you know what? I used to be that person. I'm not going to lie. I told you I'm an open book. There was so much sadness, anger, depression, everything inside of me that I would find the smallest thing and I would let it ruin my day. Or I would like pick an argument with somebody because I needed to let off steam instead of finding a more productive way to let off steam. And that is one of the amazing things about Sibling. Sibling really helped me chill that down. You know, she helped me kind of just refocus and say, you know what? She bottom lines things all the time. I mean, we don't really go through this anymore. This is years ago. But I've been building and stacking since then the more positives. And, you know, there are times when we are going to blow up, no matter how hard we don't want to. And it may not be an explosion like some people. It just may be like, oh my God, you know, and somebody just stands there and goes, I did not know that you had that in you. But let's try not to be the people that push those buttons, okay? Let's be the people that turns the switch on their anger and tries to turn it towards something more positive. Okay, so there you go. Your 12 steps for self-care. I will put these in the comments. Be kind. I guess it's the best thing you can say. Hashtag be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Let's try to love one another. Now I got that song running through my head. All these songs that came out before I was born, but I love so many of them. But yeah, I don't think I can add much more to that. Let's just try to be good human beings. You know, it's hard. It's very hard sometimes to really kind of find the good in things. Sometimes even the good in the day or the moment. But if you can't, it's okay. Write it through. You know, journal it. Maybe go for a walk, meditate, something. Just don't take it out on another person. Like I said, I have been there. I have done that. You don't feel better afterwards. You actually feel worse. Some people feel guilty and they'll carry that. And then it can lead to a lot of bad things, you know, habit-wise. So, yeah, let's just be kind to one another. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. Believe it or not, even though this was a little low vibing, I'm actually in a really great mood. I'm in a very high vibe. Tomorrow's video will also be a little bit earlier. I have an appointment. Not that anyone needs to know that, but I can't do the 8:30, so tomorrow will also be a little bit earlier. And then Friday we'll be back to between 8:15 and 8:30 again. And that's Pacific Standard Time for anybody who's watching this that is not in California. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. And be kind to others as well. Have a great day.